getting moisture from the Indian Ocean and spreading it right down through into here. We also have a very complex area of low pressure over in the west that is capable of some big rainfalls in through there. We've got this out-of-season rain coming into Queensland that is mainly affecting central eastern parts there, and all of this is about to move through the southeast. Let's have a look in through here. So up the top, we've got high pressure that has just moved out in through here. So warmer air is coming down ahead of that one. These isobars, the lines are tight together. So that means it does come with gusty winds as well. Here's the onshore flow into Queensland, running into that trough, producing that wet weather. Here's the complex low over in the west, and this trough and cold front that are running down in through here, driven by a low that is moving well down to the south. Okay, so where are we heading? We're heading for rain across a fair part of the country. Not up the top, but definitely some out-of-season rain in through here. So this is happening in the west. We've got this in the southeast down into Tasmania. There's the potential for some big falls in through here, and we've got this rain band moving across the interior, then into the eastern states, and then potentially something else on the horizon after that. I'll go through that in a sec. So day by day, here is Friday. Here is it kicking off, moving down in through here, a lot over the ocean, but only just starting to come into the southeast here and into Tasmania. Here is the remains of that moving through Queensland. Heading into Saturday, it starts to move across through here. We've got that rain band starting to move across the interior, moving through Tasmania, taking a break over in the southwest. Not too much from this one here. Heading into Sunday, that starts to move northward, so it's moving through New South Wales. This one's moving across southern Queensland and over the interior. Not much left from that, and not a lot left in behind it, thanks to high pressure. Heading into Monday, high pressure all in through here. Next system approaching the southwest. This is still going, and we're still seeing all of this along the eastern parts of New South Wales and into southeast Queensland. And then Tuesday, that really kicks off, so ramps up right on that coastal fringe. So the potential for some heavy falls in there, whereas this system here doesn't look very strong at all. Okay, after that, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, here is all of this activity along the coastline. Not much happening in through here, but potential for something brewing. Now I'm going to show you a different way of looking at this. This isn't available yet, but here is a sneak peek of what we are working on here. So this is the Euro model, so we can pick all four of them there. So I'm just looking at the Euro. Here we have rain for the day, and so down the bottom here, we have Friday, 10 p.m. So this is Friday the 28th. Here's all of that rain coming in and all of this one coming into Queensland as well. Okay, so we'll move through. Here we have Saturday, so moving across, a little bit left in through there. Sunday, moving up in through here and in through there. Not a lot in behind it. Here we have Monday. Then Tuesday, starting to ramp up. Wednesday, lots of activity in through there. This one is an upper level cold pool moving into Thursday, coming into here. This is starting to extend in here. Friday, potential for a big inland rain system. Saturday and Sunday. So there is something on the horizon there that is brewing. It's on each of the weather models in a slightly different pattern, but this is just the one from the Euro for the moment. So we can see that something big is happening, and then the next big weather system approaches the southwest. That'll move through there on the later in the weekend. Okay, let's have a look at what that means for the week ahead. So here we have Monday, 1st of July through to pretty much Sunday, the 7th of July. So there's our first week, and this is showing that it is cold. So we were done with our eastern states cold outbreak that lasted for just over 2 weeks. We've had our very brief little warm-up in through here, and now I've got some cold air coming back. This one stretches far and wide. So this is next week. The majority of Australia is looking at being below average in terms of temperature. Now, the rainfall that goes with that, all of this here, that is fairly out-of-season rain. So we're looking at this one on the coast, so that's big falls there. We're also looking at this coming in with our rain band in through there, and then potentially that system that's brewing in the interior too, whereas it's a fairly dry period across the southwest there and in Tasmania and through these parts of Victoria that just keep on missing out thanks to high pressure. Let's move into week 2. So this is starting on Monday, July 8th. a bit of warmth comes back. So this one, yes, another cold outbreak that is stretching far and wide, but it won't last forever, not like the last one. I've got some cold air that is moving into the west there, but warmer than average in the southwest. Having a look at the rainfall, so this is week 2, starting on Monday, 8th of July. All of this through the eastern states and coming down into the southeast potentially as well. Another system, you saw it, this one here, big system brewing in the west. So let's have a look at that. We're looking at that coming in and moving across in through here. So in week 2, a nice bit of rainfall on the maps there. All right, having a look at the ocean as a whole. We are starting to see some blue bits coming in through here. They appeared a couple of weeks ago and then they disappeared, but predominantly this is all sitting in the yellow zone. We also have the tiny little hint of blue in through here, but majority this is all warmer than average. So it's not a proper dipole that has set up there in terms of, as in there isn't a proper imbalance. Over in the Pacific Ocean, this is still moving along, but it's not moving very quickly and it hasn't really changed in the past month to past month and a half. So yes, we're starting to see that blue come in, but it's not moving fast. We do have lots of warm water off the coast of Queensland. So if that goes blue and that one remains yellow, then that will push moisture in from the northeast. We also have the incredibly warm Tasman Sea that is always a source of moisture as long as the weather system can pick it up. Okay, so sources of moisture are there. Having a look at the Pacific Ocean. In fact, this has actually gone up a little bit over the past couple of weeks. So we're not seeing that blue come in as rapidly as we would want if we're wanting that push of moisture from the Pacific. But each of these models are heading down. Now, these guys are remaining firmly neutral. Keep that in mind. That's 1, 2 models. This one's slightly on this side, but definitely neutral. So that's 3 models. We've got 1, 2, 3 models that are crossing that threshold as we go through July and August. So that's 3 models that do like a return to La Nina in the Pacific Ocean. And one of them is sitting here and so almost crosses that threshold, but it doesn't do it until November. So that is half the guidance liking La Nina, the other half thinking it's staying neutral and nothing going in for a repeat of El Nino. Okay, over in the Indian Ocean, this one is sitting in through here neutral. We did have our positive IOD that almost made the 8 weeks. It was 7 in total. It bobbed back up again and now it's in through here. This model likes it to go the complete opposite direction. Okay, there is some blue developing in that box, so maybe it is onto something. This one likes us to go straight back into a positive IOD. The rest of them are sitting in neutral. Now, when we have a positive IOD, that does encourage, let's just move up to the map here so you can see it's sort of, oh, no, we don't actually have it today, but it does encourage high pressure. It encourages it to sit in through here. So a lot of the time, we end up with high pressure that is sitting across the southeast of the country, which is blocking those rain systems and producing those green drought conditions. We need the highs to move on so that we can get the low pressures coming back in. Or as we go into summer again, then the highs will maybe cradle in through here, producing some lows that here that tap into that Tasman Sea moisture like we saw last summer as we went into late last year. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. We've got high pressure that is just dominant, and today it's over here, but it's usually down in through here. And what can be causing that is the fact that we've got orange, yellow in the box that is out through there. It's kind of a connection that works out. So the forecasting here is a lot of it staying neutral. This one going down, this one going up. If it is up and through here, it tries to stop the moisture coming into Australia. But we know that we have off the coast here all of our own moisture anyway. So we've got that source. In summary, we have our own source of moisture, so it doesn't really matter what the Indian Ocean is doing there, whether it does go into a positive or a negative IOD, because we don't have a proper imbalance from the other two. However, if that box is yellow, it encourages high pressure in through here, so we don't get the rain anyway because we're missing those low pressure systems. All right, let's have a look at the week ahead at a couple of locations. I'm just going to go through the capital cities, or some of them anyway, starting in Brisbane. Enjoy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because the wet weather comes in from Monday. So here is Saturday. There's a bit of cloud around. Sunday, temperatures shoot up. We've got Monday. That's when the rain begins. And it's here for quite a bit of next week. Having a look at Sydney, though, this is where it's more intense. We've got nice conditions today and tomorrow. Cloud starts to build. Then on Sunday, the rain begins pretty much just before dawn, and have a look at those temperatures as we go through next week. Oh, very, very chilly, very, very wet, and lots of rain day after day after day. That is Sydney. All right, heading into Melbourne. Enjoy today, likely to reach about 17 this afternoon. We've got northerly winds that have popped up. The rain begins here about 7, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, and watch what that does to the temperature. Saturday is, to say it, I won't say this on the news tonight, but I'll say it here, Saturday is disgusting in Melbourne. So we've got that wind that is howling during the morning, then it backs off, but we've got the temperature plummeting as the day goes on, and we've got all of that rain coming in with it as well, 6 to 19 millimetres across the different modelling there. That leaves us with a lovely top of about 11 or 12 on Sunday, and that temperature just really does not rise at all next week. There's not a lot of wet weather with it. In fact, there should be a fair bit of sunshine. That also brings us into these cold nights, which will be frost out in the suburbs. Heading over to Adelaide, I'll just pop back to the start there. We've got an hour or two left, if you're watching this at lunchtime, as I'm putting it out, before the rain hits during the middle of the afternoon in Adelaide, and there it should clear later on tomorrow afternoon as the temperature comes down. And then for the rest of the week, not a lot happening, but temperatures are remaining very chilly indeed, and overnight as well. All right, that's it from me here at Jane's Weather. As always, head to janesweather.com and check the forecast for your local spot. I'll see you next week. Bye.